all of our ice cream, if you look in there, all of our ice cream,
deformed.
They're so deformed in a way that's, like, honestly unsettling. Like, you open it and you're like, what is this?
Why is this a pancake?
It's like a flat piece of paper.
Audio Jungle.
Hi, experts. Welcome to another episode
of Experts About Nothing. Okay, guys, this week we're going to keep it fun, light, and fresh because honestly, I don't want to talk about anything deep, and me and Priya have so many favorites that we've been gatekeeping from you guys. So we're going to end that today, and we're going to talk about everything that we're having fun with these days.
And this is going to be summer themed because I love a summer themed episode, and so this is a summer themed favorites. It's the things that we're vibing with right now. Beauty, food, beverages, lifestyle, music, all of the categories, and we would also love to hear your favorites. So get ready for some polls and slide into our DMs.
Always follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify, Google, or Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Absolutely. All right, and without further delay, we're going to start with beauty because I feel like that's most fun. We have a mutual favorite.
Yep.
And that is laser hair removal.
Yeah, like, period.
There's not much more to even add other than get it.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay, so a little bit of background. Preacha and I both started laser back in December. So,
we got a Groupon.
Yeah, always get a Groupon. Wherever you are, get the Groupon and also get it for like a package. And if it's available to you, get it for a package for like multiple different areas. These are just a couple tips when you're actually looking. But one of the things that is important to double check is what areas constitute what sizes. So usually it'll be like 6 sessions on a small area or 6 sessions on a large area, but that could be different between salons, so make sure you check. Me and Priya got our underarms done, and in that area, I was like, wait, is one small area one underarm? Or does it constitute as both underarms? So I called them and asked. But I think it's a valid question. Like, there's kind of separate areas. But anyway, ours were valid for 2. We go to Beverage Monkey Laser Salon here in NYC. It is so gas, fire flames,
It is so fire flames. Guys, I just need to, like, narrate the experience. You roll in. This is the most efficient establishment I have probably ever been into in my life, okay? You roll in. There's an iPad. Put in your number. They know who the hell you are. They know who you are when you walk in. They're literally like, Priya, next 6:15, go. There are appointments every 5 minutes. Like, you will literally get an appointment time to the millisecond. They're like, 6:14, 32, yep, that's you. Like, next. It's just, like, so efficient. And mind you, it is painful, and it gets painful by each session because they up the power of the laser. So, like, your first session will feel better than, like, your 4th or 5th session.
Well, it'll feel easier.
Feel easier. But the way that they're just so fast about it is my favorite part about this whole thing, because whenever I've gotten waxing or any other type of hair removal, the process itself just feels so long and painful. Whereas for laser, I think it's the biggest bang for your buck because the pain is there, but it's limited, and the hair is gone for way longer.
Yeah, the results are extremely long lasting, if not permanent. To be honest, I don't think it's 100% removal, but the way you don't even have to think about it. Like, I went to Mexico 3 sessions in and literally did not have to think about hair removal that entire trip, and it's
legendary.
The biggest blessing. Like, I truly feel like no one really understands how much work female hair removal is until you get laser and don't have to do it. Yeah. And then it's like, damn, like, what was I doing all this time? But best investment, honestly, over time, cheaper than waxing as well. So do your research, but phenomenal experience. We'll continue to be doing it on other areas as well. And I'm excited for the long-lasting forever results. It's like hype as fuck.
Yes. I am a big proponent of this as well, and we both did it at the exact same time. Nobody is surprised. Next. Okay, what's your next beauty favorite?
Okay, my next one is also kind of another procedure.
So true.
And I want to put it up top. I am by no means recommending to anyone a procedure. I support anyone doing whatever they want to do. And if it makes you feel good, then slay. You should do it as long as you do your research. But I have loved my personal results from Botox. I got 20 units in my forehead, and I'm just prone to forehead lines. I have a very expressive face. I basically can't remember the last time I saw my forehead without fine lines, because I've always, since childhood, had a very expressive forehead specifically. Like, I do have to say, I wish I went to a different place, because the place I tried the first time didn't do as much research as I wish I'd done, but everything I saw was positive. But I did have a little bit of a reaction, not physically on my face, like a rash or anything, but rather just I kind of felt a little bit sick after. It is a toxin that you're putting in your body. So I think the first 1 or 2 times, that's a little bit normal. I did some like after the fact research on Google because I was scared. And a lot of people said they had similar symptoms, but I don't think it's common. But I did love my results, and I do think I would do it again. And it looks super natural, which is what I really like. But yeah, love that.
Yeah.
And
Baby Botox.
I'm hype about the anti-aging over time. I think natural anti-aging is really interesting to me personally, and I've just heard a lot on TikTok and stuff about, you know, people in their 30s that have started doing Botox in their 20s and like were really pleased with their results. So I'm going to try it and let you know how I like it as time goes on.
Yes. You need to make that TikTok.
I know. I really
scrunch
want to make
TikTok.
Yeah, I kept doing I did it to my family, and they were just cracking up when I was like showing them
No,
my
we kept
results.
making her scrunch like every single day. We're like, okay, good morning, scrunch time. And we're like, we need to see the results. Okay, next favorite for me on the beauty thing is wearing the most minimal makeup possible. I've been like really into watching makeup videos and trying to like get all these techniques to do my makeup. But then I realized that New York is a hot hell, which I seem to forget every single summer before the summer. And then I step outside and I'm like, I hate everything. It's disgusting. And I'm like, I am not going to put face makeup on really throughout this summer. It's going to be concealer and that's it. Very minimal, which for perspective, it's not like I was doing like a full beat every day, but I would do tinted moisturizer, primer. Like I had like layers that I was putting on my face. And now I'm just like, I'm not doing that in the summer. And I'm also not as into eyeliner. I've been doing more non-eyeliner days than eyeliner days. So like just like a mascara beat is my favorite thing. And my favorite beauty line right now is just Rare Beauty, because I feel like it aligns with the aesthetic that I want for the summer, where it's like buildable if you want it. Like I love their mascara. I love their blush. I love their lip tint oil thing, whatever, the new product. And everything's just fresh, but then you could also add to it if you want to make it more heavy glam. I think they're very versatile products.
Slay. And my makeup beauty thing also kind of aligns. I was just gonna say I really like this trend of the clean girl look, and I think it's like really popular in New York generally. But similar to you, I think my makeup routine these days has been concealer, powder, blush, setting spray.
Yeah.
And that is really kind of all it requires as like the base layer at least. And then if I am going out or something, I'll do the eyeliner and mascara. Otherwise, just a mascara is great. Along with that, just the Pharmacy Beauty makeup removal balm is so hype. And I'm sure we've mentioned this before on the pod, but it is the easiest thing to remove your makeup with. And it literally makes it so painless.
Yeah, it is a lasting favorite.
Prior to that, when I was using my face wash to wash my face, I'd do 2 rounds and I'd still be getting stuff off of my face.
Yeah.
Whereas you put like 2 pea-size amounts on your like fingertip, go over your eyes, and then it's like all of your eye makeup is fully gone, which is wild. But yeah, love the clean face aesthetic for the summer.
I don't feel like I have that many other beauty favorites.
I do have one other area of beauty I wanted to talk about. This year, I've made it the year of hair care for me. And that is 1, embracing my natural texture, and then 2, also caring for my hair beyond how it looks curl formation wise. I want to make sure that my hair is set up for success long term. I'm also prone to grays, so oiling and massaging and making sure the ends are not dry is something that's really important to me, and that I know also affects the nourishment that my hair gets. There's a couple of things I specifically wanted to highlight. One of them being to actually do the hair porosity test. I follow a bunch of hair care influencers on TikTok and Instagram. I'll link a couple down below. The one thing that's super important to do that all of these influencers talk about is hair porosity. And that's basically how well your hair can absorb moisture. And if you have a low porosity, your hair tends to be more dry and it is very difficult for it to retain moisture as well. So sometimes you might find that even though your roots are getting more oily by the day, your ends get more dry by the day. So how you do this test, you wash your hair and take a clean 3-inch piece of your hair and put it in a cup of normal temperature water and see if it sinks, floats, or stays like in the middle of the water. And then if it floats on top, that means you have low porosity, which I kind of expected I would have, just because typically Indian curly haired girls do have low porosity hair. I highly recommend doing the test, figuring it out, and then getting products that really target that porosity. Something that I've noticed is that every video with girls that have low hair porosity, they always oil their hair more often than girls with high porosity or normal porosity hair. And so that means, for me personally, what I do every single day, now at night after I shower or when I'm like brushing my hair out, I just take 2 or 3 drops of any lightweight oil. I use jojoba oil, and I just put it just on my ends. And it literally makes my hair look so much softer as I continue on my non-wash days. But I love that. And then on the night before my wash days, I usually like use the Indowild oil, rosemary oil, and jojoba oil, and just put that on my scalp, massage it in, comb it out, put it in a braid, go to sleep, go to the gym, and then wash the next day. And that has been amazing. But I've just noticed like a difference in, first of all, how long I can keep my hair unwashed and fine, and then also notice a difference in my general scalp health, also my texture. So highly recommend doing that and thinking about other methods that you can incorporate to just keep your hair health better, especially given all the heat in the environment in the summer, but then also the tools that you use on your hair.
Yes, I love that. I feel like oiling hair makes like the biggest difference when you're consistent about it. It's like a hard habit to form, honestly, or I found it like a hard habit to form because it takes effort, and like sometimes you're just like, oh, I don't want to spend 10 minutes putting oil in my hair. But if you do, it just makes your hair wash days honestly way more satisfying. Like I'm like, wow,
yeah, you did it all. You did it all for your hair.
Yes. Okay, amazing. Now moving on to food/drink. Here's the thing. I love coffee, everyone knows. But I love making my coffee at home recently. Like I'm trying to incentivize myself to make coffee at home. And I do almost every single day. Usually on like the weekends or like Fridays, we'll do like coffee runs, which I still enjoy. But the home coffee has just been hitting so good that sometimes I'm like, I don't even have a major incentive to get coffee from outside, because I've mastered the at-home coffee that I really like. And you can like manage the amount of milk you want to put in it, if you want it hot, if you want it iced, how strong you want it. I am also just fully an iced coffee girl. It's so weird because Diksha and I swapped places.
Very weird.
I used to only be a hot coffee in the morning type of girl, and recently I'm like, the iced coffee just hits so good in the mornings. So I've been making my at-home iced coffee with the Nespresso. We've been filling in the pods with the Peet's House Blend Dark Roast Coffee grounds. Okay, and I am a Peet's stan when it comes to the coffee grounds. Try it and then let me know. Okay, the grounds are just better than Starbucks or any other grounds that I've tried.
And then I also got us an accidental bag of beans, so then we also ordered a coffee grinder because I bought the beans.
Instead of just letting that go, we were like, let's spend an additional $30 to buy a grinder for the beans. But our rationale is maybe we can experiment with more, because all the bougie coffee brands don't do grounds, they only do beans,
which I didn't know because I'm not that much of a connoisseur compared to Priya.
It was so funny. I was like, oh, hype, Deeksha got a whole new bag. I don't have to worry about it. Because my biggest, if you want to see me have a manic episode, just let me go into the kitchen in the morning and there's no coffee powder or no oat milk.
Yeah.
I'll lose my shit. That's where my rationality leaves the building. Like, I will have like a very aggressively scary overreaction. And so then I was like, oh, it's fine. She got the beans, we got the milk, we're good in the morning. I walked into the kitchen, and this was also when I was home alone. And I opened the bag and I was like,
Then we got a coffee grinder, people.
Facts.
So my revelation is also in regards to coffee, but I went to Europe and then I started drinking macchiatos there.
Yes.
And I was like, whoa, this is amazing. I think I'm like so used to getting lattes that I was like why would I get a macchiato? Latte is like more quantity. But the macchiato experience in Europe is so good. It's so strong, but so flavorful in the best possible way. And you just need like a little bit of sugar, and it just is so good. And I was drinking them hot, even though it was pretty hot there too. But I absolutely loved it. And then I came back here. I feel like I just was like ignoring anything that wasn't a latte on a menu because I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to get an iced latte when I get coffee. But now I've been doing macchiatos absolutely everywhere, and we found this amazing place close by that has this Arctic macchiato.
It is so good.
And it is so freaking good. It's oat milk, vanilla, 2 shots over ice, and it is so good. It's just amazing coffee. Highly recommend 5 and Dime. It is a bar in the evening and a coffee shop in the morning.
And guys, I've been really paying attention to the quality of ice and how it truly changes the game of both a coffee or like just any drink.
Priya, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about when you say quality of ice.
When we got our macchiatos this morning, like the ice cubes are like thick and they're not gonna like melt quickly. Whereas if you go to like Dunkin' or Starbucks or something, the ice melts way more quickly, and that pisses me off. When I get an iced beverage and then it's like half water in like 10 minutes, I'm like, what is this? Like, it's like a light ass coffee, which I hate. I feel like the bougier coffee places do a big thick ass ice cube. It's really just about the size and how long they freeze it, I think.
Listen, I have no feelings towards this. I'm indifferent and also can't relate. But I'm glad Priya is satisfied with the ice cubes.
No, I'm satisfied, and you definitely do feel the difference.
Okay. And that's on macchiatos. Okay, also, yes, as Priya said, I am now hot coffee in the morning gal. It is wild. I never thought I'd be this person, but here I am today, changed and well. Yep, yeti.
It's all about the cup.
Okay, anything else in food?
Yes, I have unlocked how to make a great lunch. Let me tell you. Get a pre-made salad pack, whatever you're into. If you want like a Mexican style salad, whatever, get one of those pre-packaged ones from like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. Just get it from Trader Joe's, it's cheaper. Then get a decent bougie cheese, like a feta, a parm, something fun, okay? And then get some type of protein, chickpeas, tofu, whatever, meal prep that. And then you could just whip that shit up every single day. And it is a very luxurious experience because it's like an elevated bagged salad because you're putting in your own fixins, but it's still a bagged salad, so it doesn't take 10 hours to like prepare. It's like pretty quick. Yeah, I've been doing this. I've been getting a new salad pack every single week, and then I just get like a few additional accessories to that salad, and I'll mix it up. And you can make wraps with it. You can have it as a salad. You can put it in a sandwich, and it's really bomb. And it's like healthy and like fresh. Oh, and the other thing is get a salad spinner and a salad chopper. Just invest in those 2 things, and it changes the game. You're having sweet green at home. It is so good, and it makes me hype about eating salads every single day. So that has been my summer vibe. That's it.
And then my other new go-to, I just saw a random TikTok one day about how this girl made this amazing looking sandwich with an egg, a hash brown, a patty, something like that, some cheese, whatever. And then I literally did it the next time I went to Trader Joe's. I just bought like a pack of hash browns that you literally get like 10 or 12 for like $3.
Yeah.
And they are just the most amazing breakfast. I just throw it in the air fryer. Sometimes I do that before I brush my teeth. By the time I'm done with my morning routine, the hash brown is like ready to go. And then I do 1 egg, fried, over hard, zug, cheese, put all that together, no bread even required. And it is the most amazing breakfast. Also add some hot sauce if you like that spicy energy. But it is so fucking good.
It's really good.
And super fast. And I've also been eating that for lunch some days. And it doesn't feel too heavy. I just feel like breakfast is so underrated. And I'm like,
I've been on breakfast.
you have been, but I haven't. And I just feel like it just makes me a happier person.
Yes.
Because these days I've been going to work a little bit before lunchtime. Or if I don't eat breakfast, I'm eagerly waiting for lunch. But I'm like, I can't focus if I do that. So I'd rather eat something, have my coffee, then go to work, and then get cracking. You know what I mean? But it's been great. Highly recommend. Get the hash browns. Get the Zug. It'll change your life.
Honestly, I feel like the Trader Joe's hash browns are almost as good as like a fast food hash brown. Like they're so good.
Basically equal to
they're
McDonald's.
Equal, and they don't feel as disgusting.
Yeah,
like,
you don't feel greasy.
Like you're gonna throw up after you eat them. But yeah, they're great. I will say, guys, recently no desserts have really been hitting. So if you have a dessert recommendation, let me know, because I was a Yasso girly. I still am. Like, I'm loyal, but I needed a break.
Can't be eating the same exact thing every single day. That's like aggressive.
I kind of got bored of the Yassos, and also our freezer is wackadoodle, and all of our shit melts in a really weird way. All of our ice cream, if you look in there, all of our ice cream,
deformed.
They're so deformed in a way that's like honestly unsettling. Like you open it and you're like, what is
Why
this?
is this a pancake?
It's like a flat piece of paper, and then you're like, yum. Yasso. And so, yeah, I'm just like looking for a new dessert that's not gonna make me feel bad, but is also delicious. So let me know.
Okay, and then my last one for food and drink. The summer energy makes me want to be outside literally until the very last possible second. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like getting dinner outside is so fun. Sitting outside, eating dinner, it's so lit. So highly recommend, even on a Sunday, if you're planning on ordering in, just go out and eat.
Go outside. We had Shake Shack outside the other day. It was so fun.
It was so fun. And it's just nice to like be outside and get your food and like enjoy a moment for eating instead of doing it while you're doing something else at home. I'm just like respecting the outdoors a lot more this summer than normal, and I feel like I'm truly experiencing summer when I do things like that.
Yeah.
And it's not even hard to do. Like, we're eating out constant, so might as well just fucking go to the restaurant instead of...
And, like, sit outdoors.
Yeah, instead of doing that.
And, guys, this is the summer that I'm prioritizing eating at all the places that I've been wanting to eat at forever, no matter the cost. Not monetary cost, the cost of time. So, here is the thing. And we've been kind of killing this recently.
Oh my God, we should tell them about our weekend.
Yes. We had a very impromptu Saturday where we were like, okay, let's go out. We wanted to hit this fun coffee shop. We went there.
We planned on doing work. To be very clear.
We did no work.
Priya, okay, this is so funny. Priya brings her phone, her laptop, her Kindle, like literally every freaking electronic she owns, okay? She packed that all up in a bag. And then I packed my laptop, whatever, because I wanted to do some podcast editing. She is packing up all this stuff. We roll up to the coffee shop, and then Priya tells me that there's this new thing in coffee shops where some coffee shops don't allow any electronics.
Okay, I've seen it at a few. It's not like I was like going out researching about no laptop coffee shops.
Sit down at a bench and it says no
laptops. So I was like, okay, they should time to bond.
So, which we literally were talking for 2.5 hours at home before we decided to take a nap and then go out again. So, we just sat there for another hour and a half, continued chatting. Then we were like, oh, we should go do some work. Then we're like, nah. Priya's like, we're not going to get any work done today.
We're not doing work.
Because I suggested impromptu before we got to the coffee shop to get a spritzer. I'm really into these spritzes these days because it's really such a fun summer energy. And it was a beautiful, gorgeous day outside. So I was like, we should absolutely get a drink after this. Then we went to a bunch of amazing places in
the West Village.
Yeah.
And we lived in the West Village for a whole year and we're unable to get into any of these places. But, okay, here's the hack. So, like, we always try to go, okay, want a 7:30 dinner, let's, like, roll up at 7 and see if we could get seated. We also always show up ravenous. Like, we're, like, starving for food. And then they're like, yeah, this is one of the most popular places and it has 3 seats. So you're not going to sit until 10 p.m. And then we're like, oh, my God, we can't do it. And then we eat at, like, the same place we've ate at 10 times. That whole scenario has happened 15 times. And so then today we were like kind of not super starving. We were like, okay, let's like wander around. We didn't have a full set plan.
But also we started early. Like we went to this coffee shop at 4:30.
Yeah.
Had a coffee. Then we went and got a drink. Then we put our names down at a bunch of different restaurants.
We literally put our name down at every Italian restaurant in West Village that we wanted to eat out. We put at Via Carota, Lartuzi, something with an
Raphael's.
S. Raphael's.
Which
And-
had no line, so we
I know,
used that
but
as
then
a
we
backup.
were like, low-key, we need to go somewhere with a line.
Yeah,
we were
because
like,
we have time to kill,
Yeah.
and we're like down to wait, so we wanted to like go to one of the places we've always been wanting to go to.
Yes.
But we dead ass just walked around a 4-block perimeter and just like put our names down at a bunch of places, put our numbers down, and then we went to Bar Tuesday to get a drink. Amazing, had 2 seats, phenomenal drinks.
Yeah, we got really lucky. We got like a full seated experience. I was like ready to be like, okay, you're gonna sit at the bar, like whatever. And we got a full table set up. Got, what was that app we got? Arancini. It was so good. So then we weren't even super hungry, vibed there, and then we got the text we got into Via Carota.
Which literally, they said we'd get in at 9, but we got in at 8:15. It was phenomenal.
It was so good. Just put your name down 2 hours early and they'll probably call you.
They'll probably call you sooner than you think, and it was super great. Highly recommend. If you have an evening where you don't really have many plans, just hop around, especially when you have only 2-3 people. You can easily get into these places, I feel like.
Yes. The hack is to go super early or super late, because the same thing kind of happened when we went to Brooklyn. We were trying to go to L'Industrie. It's like a by the slice pizza shop, and the line is really, really long and you have to wait. We've tried to go before and the line was like 3 blocks, like cannot wait. But then we went right before closing, because it closes at 10. We went at like literally 9:35 on a Sunday, and then we got a whole pie that they made fresh for us, and it was so amazing.
Test your luck.
Yes, eat out, enjoy the vibes when the air quality is not shit. That's the current energy.
I mean, honestly, no one in New York cares about air quality, because we were all running around
Except
like
me.
maniacs. Yeah, except Priya. Because everyone else in New York was still running around, and you were running around too with me.
I was, but I was looking. I was like, it's still only moderate.
She's paying attention to it, but
I keep
everyone else
checking.
was still living their best lives this weekend.
I know. Okay, so those were all the food and drink favorites. Lifestyle.
Okay, so my number one thing on lifestyle is a consistency tip. Priya and Ashi go to the gym together, which is phenomenal. I feel like you either have to have a gym buddy or a gym bet to make it work. Otherwise, you're going to fall off the rocker. That's just what happens every single time. I think keeping consistency at the gym is one of the hardest things to do, especially during the summer, because people are traveling, you're moving around a lot, like you're going home, you're going here, you're going there. It's really complicated to like keep a routine in the summer because there is no routine, really. Mm-hmm. So something that me and Prashant have been doing, we've been doing this since November, and it's been one of the best things for our health. We basically made a bet that like each of us have to work out 3 times a week, or the other person has to pay up $20. And we added this new amendment about if you work out more than 3 times a week, then it's $5 more per additional workout you do than the other person, which is the hype, because I mean, I literally got $20 from P the other day, which is lit. But I think it's just amazing, because when you put money on it, you will do it.
Yeah.
It is that much easier to do it, and I feel amazing. I feel like this is the most consistent I've ever been. We've been basically going strong since the end of November. It's been 6 months, and maybe like 2 or 3 weeks that we missed each.
Yeah.
And it's not like we even miss them aggressively. It's like, even if we miss, like, we do 2 workouts instead of 3 a week or something, like we still have to pay up. So I'm like, this is the best thing ever, and I highly rec finding someone that you can do that with. And it doesn't even have to be $20. It could be like their coffee or anything that would entice you to do it. It's worth it, and I highly recommend.
Yes, I am fully here for keeping the consistent gym routine. It changes the vibe of the entire week. I don't know. Even if you're having a tough week, like last week, it was really tough for me with work. I just was so drained every single day, but I still went to the gym 4 times, and like I feel like I would have
4 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm here. And I know myself, and if I didn't do that, I would have been way more depleted. I was depleted, but I would have been way more depleted if I did not just force myself to get into the gyms in the morning, because especially on weeks that are really chaotic with like personal or professional things, it sometimes feels like you don't have agency over like your life, and your gym time is the one time that's like purely for you. You are working out for yourself, for your body. And so like there's something kind of empowering about being like, well, regardless of what the hell I have to do this week, 1 hour in the mornings or whenever you're doing it, that is me time. It's like short-term and long-term benefit almost, you know?
No, definitely. Not even almost. Like, it's amazing for you.
Yeah. And for me, I have, like, experimented a lot. Like, Ashi and I, especially when you have a gym buddy, you're, like, scheduling with 2 different people to, like, get yourself to the gym. So sometimes that's like, oh, I can't do it exactly, like, in the morning. Sometimes I do it in the afternoon. But for me, what I've noticed is if we hit the morning gyms, it is an iconic feeling. Like, I am a morning gym person. That's when I ideally would love to go to the gym. And that's also when I'm the most consistent. If I actually execute on going in the morning, I'm way more likely to miss it if I don't go in the morning. And also, having a gym plan has been really useful because now we kind of have a routine because we've been doing this for a while. So, like, knowing, okay, 2 days a week, we're going to do this workout, these sets of workouts, and 2 days a week, we're going to do these sets of workouts. It just makes it easier. It's like less to think about when you get there, so I feel like it's less of a mental hurdle. You know what I mean? You're like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
And also, I love that one tip that you gave me a while ago. You told me, you were like, you know, sometimes when I don't want to go to the gym, I just like go on TikTok, watch a bunch of gym videos, and then it gets me like motivated and hyped to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I've been doing that sometimes when I'm like, oh my God, I cannot get up today. And nothing helps more. Like seeing results videos, seeing anything like that gets me going and hyped.
Yeah. And I will say on the days that I really need grace or like I don't go to the gym, get your steps in. It still feels good.
Yeah.
It's like you are still moving. I think if I'm just stationary for way too long, I'm like, oh my God. Every day that you're more stationary, it's like harder the next day to get yourself going. You know what I mean? Like, it's like accumulating debt to make it harder to actually get out there. But even if I skip a gym day and I'm like, oh, I still like went on a walk, even if it's a short walk, I'm like, I was active and I can just wake up the next morning and pick up where I left off.
Yeah. Absolutely. Fire. We love being fit girlies this summer. Okay, the rest of my things are all clothes.
Okay, I have a couple more lifestyle things.
Okay, let's go.
Athletic Greens. We are not sponsored, but you know what? That's a dream. So I'm going to put it out into the podcast and I'm going to sponsor it for ourselves now.
Okay.
I got Athletic Greens like 2 years ago, and it's taken me 2 years to get through the 2 doubles that I've had of Athletic Greens for like 2 months.
Yes.
But I have to say I've been the most consistent about drinking them in the mornings the past 2 or 3 months, and I genuinely love them. The biggest benefit I've seen is my gut health. I just feel like I'm less bloated. Also, it's just like easy to know that I don't have to take that many supplements. Like all of the vitamins are in that beverage that I drink in the morning, and it's like immunity, gut health, all of these different things. And you know, all the like fitness podcasters, Huberman Lab, Tim Ferriss, all these people be drinking that, so I'm like, I trust you.
Yeah.
And I know this is probably good for me. It is expensive, but I think having like some sort of, like, even if it's not Athletic Greens, like a vetted greens powder is proven to be like good for a lot of people. So that's been really helping me in the mornings. And you know, I hate drinking anything before my coffee. So the fact that I'm even doing this and have been consistent about it is like crazy.
That's amazing. I literally have the hardest time with like liquid supplements. But honestly, whatever supplement, if it works for you, then slay.
Just find whatever works for you. And for me, it's like, I just am like, okay, chug it. 5 minutes, and then you're done.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing, and it's been pretty nice. Okay, this is not like a fitness thing. Being social.
Oh, I said being outside.
Being outside. I think I go through seasons of life where I'm like, not feeling like I want to be social, and then other times where I do feel like I want to be social. And right now, I'm feeling social. I'm gravitating towards more booked and busy plans, and it doesn't feel like I'm doing that to like
fill up time
because I don't want to be alone or something. It's more just, I don't know, I'm like inspired to like see my friends and hang out and be social, and like that's just the summer energy. And so doing that in whatever capacity. Here's the thing, like making plans is stressful, especially in the summer. Everyone's traveling, whatever, and you're sometimes like, oh, I don't want to be the one to initiate. But like if you just throw things into the ether and like see if anyone's willing to do that with you, whether it's one person or a whole squad might roll up sometimes. Being okay with any of those outcomes. Like, I feel like I've already done so many things in the city that I've been wanting to do for a while this summer. And it's just because we've been more like impromptu with our plans, and we're like, we're doing this. Anyone want to come? If not, that's cool. We're doing it.
We're still doing it, yeah.
And so, like, that has been a really fun energy. Like, I'm truly excited for, like, every single weekend, even if we don't have set plans, because I know something kind of pops up.
Yeah.
Because we've all just been, like, ready and down to do things.
Yeah, absolutely. And my whole thing about spending time outside is just to appreciate the weather a little bit more. It's like these opportunities will not come around in the winter, so might as well enjoy an amazing beverage outside on a beautiful, pleasant day.
Yeah.
And it's better than sitting at home.
Yeah, and I mean, like, recharging also can look at, like, a lot of different things. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes recharging can just be, like, go to a local cafe and just chill.
Yeah.
I feel like especially living in, like, a boppin' city or, like, oh, I have to be doing some crazy thing if
You don't
I'm
have to
being
be lit
social.
all the
You don't need
time.
to be lit. You don't need to be drinking. You could literally just sit at a park, sit at a cafe, sit on your rooftop or a friend's rooftop, whatever. Like, it can be a very chill event where you don't even have to talk or do that much, but if it's with another person and it's outside, it kind of just feels fun, especially when the weather's good. And yeah, I feel second, just capitalizing on the weather.
Slay. Okay, and now some fashion fun items that we've been loving this summer. So, I'm gonna get flack from her on this because she's been shitting on me since I've been raving about this. And the facts are in the fit. I gotta say, the facts are in the fit. But basically, guys, I had this new revelation that I am curve love. Let me say it again. I am curve love.
It's like the like phrasing. It's the phrasing. Like,
Priya doesn't like the term curve love for waist sizes that are 24, 23, 25. She just doesn't love it.
I don't, because I'm like, what? That is not curve love. But anyway, it is apparently, and
no,
that's the
I
thing.
explained it to her in that curve love is just a term they use to say 2 extra inches around the butt. If you think about it, there's so many women that have small waists and like bigger butts or like bigger thighs. And I think that it just is really great and accommodating to other body types. If you look at me, you wouldn't be like, she's curve love. She's
That's
curvy.
the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fit on these just speak for itself. And I basically have been telling myself, because Preacha's always been telling me also, reinforcing my idea that I'm just a regular in Abercrombie.
Yeah.
And simply I'm not, because then I started getting these curve love things and I've been getting compliments on how great my shit fits. Okay. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you so much. They're curve love.
Okay, I'm so happy
And
for
so
you.
I'm going to market to everyone that curve love can look extremely different, and it's not exactly the picture that you have in your brain. So if you feel like your pants just still don't fit the way you want it, try curve love and see if you get a better fit.
Yeah, you can try it. Whatever. Like, I'm literally just like, Deeksha announcing I am curve love is like the craziest thing. Because I'm like, no, you ain't. You ain't curve love. But whatever. She wears curve love. Nice. Okay. Anyway. Honestly, tangent to that whole story is I have decided that I am not wearing shorts anymore. I'm wearing shorts, but it's like not my preferred outfit. And I think I've tried for years. I'm like, shorts, like it's summer, wear shorts. And I kind of hate wearing shorts for multiple reasons. One, I find them kind of uncomfortable. Like, I've never really had, like, a very comfortable pair of denim shorts. And I've tried curve love and not curve love, okay? And it's just kind of not the most comfortable outfit for me. Same with athletic shorts, other than biker shorts. I love biker shorts. But, like, the loose athletic shorts, I'm like, this is not my vibe. I just don't like the way that they fit. And I think especially if you do have thighs, not beautiful Deeksha curve love thighs.
I know exactly what you're talking about, actually.
No, you don't. You don't. Okay? Yeah, when you don't have a thigh gap, shorts ain't that comfortable. And so my summer is for skirts and dresses. I feel so much more confident in skirts and dresses. And I know it's like a little bit more of like, oh my, like, you know, when all your friends are wearing shorts and then you roll up in a dress and everyone's like, oh my God, what are you wearing a dress? Like, you know, people like kind of like freak out. And I'm like, yeah, I'm wearing a dress. And frankly, it's one piece of clothing instead of two. And it's usually like a casual dress. And I feel snatched. So like that is the vibe. And I'm like gonna just wear my dresses more and feel more comfortable.
Priya could be as supportive to me about curve love that I am to her
you can
about
wear curve love. You can wear curve love.
Anyway, next. Speaking of a dress, Priya, another cute tangent.
Oh, yes.
One of my favorite new stores for dresses is this online boutique called Fortunate One. It is so freaking cute. I am finding the most unique cuts and styles there, and I feel like it's really hard these days to find dresses without slits. I don't know, but I'm loving an elegant straight down moment. And I feel like I can't really find that anymore in a lot of websites. And their dresses are all super gorgeous and not too expensive. Like, definitely not as expensive as Revolve, but Their fit and their quality is very good. I ordered 2 dresses a few months ago. The return policy is a little meh, so just double check on that before you actually order like 8 million things. But definitely recommend if you're in the market for dresses. They have formal, casual, whatever. Really love them.
Yes, I'm excited. She influenced me, and I got 2 dresses from there for some upcoming weddings that I have. So I'll keep you guys posted if it's short girl friendly.
Yes, I'm very excited for Priya's review. Okay, I did have one other thing. Something I'm loving this summer is just linen. I feel like linen is the most breathable material, super comfortable, and I feel like you can wear linen pants and it's not as sweaty and like gross as jeans or heavy. Just make sure if they're white, they're a double N, because that's one of the issues I've been having.
It's also timeless. Like, I remember there was a whole linen moment right when we graduated college, like 2018.
Oh, really?
And everyone was like, yeah, like I remember when we went to Spain, like everyone had like linen dresses and like that was like a whole thing. And I feel like it keeps coming back around like every single summer because it's just a breathable, classy material. Like, you'll probably be able to wear it forever.
Oh my god. Also off of that, it's just now I love the whole longer shorts vibe.
Yes.
It is just so much more comfortable, and I just love not having to worry if my butt is showing. I don't know. Like, you can bend over easily. You can walk around with more confidence. I don't fucking know, but those extra 2 inches, the 4-inch shorts are my whole energy right now, and I've never felt more comfortable in the summer. And I think it just looks so elevated and honestly a little bit more elegant. Like, it doesn't look like you're going to the beach necessarily, and it just feels like you can still be modern and like maybe even a little formal if you dress it up a little bit. So I like the versatility with that length.
Yes, I completely agree. And I think I got like a pair of longer shorts last summer, and I was like, wow, this is way nicer. But also now I hate shorts, so next.
Okay.
Okay, last category, music.
I literally have nothing for music. I didn't know that was a category.
Okay, I do have stuff for music.
Okay.
Guys, I have been on an old music kick, and recently it's just been like 90s R&B and hip hop, and wow, I just really have been sleeping on Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah.
And I've been listening to so much of her discography, and it is so good.
Discography, wow.
Yes, I'm like, wow, she had banger after banger, like in the 90s.
She did have bangers.
We do not give her enough respect. And then just in general, 80s, 90s pop vibes, like some Whitney Houston's in there, old J-Lo, old Beyonce. I feel like they don't make songs. I mean, they do, but like,
they don't make songs like that no more.
It's just like it hits so different, and it like every song was just kind of a banger, and you could dance to every single song that was put out in that decade. I feel like, you know. So that's kind of my summer vibe.
Okay, my summer vibe is not the same as yours, which we expect. Yeah. But have been loving the new Nicki songs that are coming out. Like, I fucking love Nicki Minaj. Like, oh my god.
She is dropping her album the day after my birthday, but November 17th.
Oh wow, we have to wait quite a while.
I know.
But like, the bangers are insane right now. And it's like, she's having these amazing collabs with so many different artists, and they're just all fun and poppy and fresh and very summer energy. Love that, and love Bad Bunny always.
Oh.
Long live Bad.
Long live Bad. Yeah, the Spanish music has also just been hitting.
It's been like legendary lately.
Yeah, it's really good. That's it.
That's really it. We actually talked about a million things.
And we're not doing an additional favorite because we just talked about favorites the whole time.
No, we just talked about 100 favorites. So that's been super fun. Thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. This was a nice, refreshing episode. I didn't want to talk about anything deep.
Tell us your favorites.
Tell us your favorite of ours also.
Ready, Meta. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Hags. Oh my god, I kind of miss yearbooks. They should bring them back.
Next.